Hi everyone, welcome back to the RT1 Home channel. My name is Neko, and in this video, Rhiannon will be showing you a traditional furoshiki wrapping method. A furoshiki is a traditional Japanese cloth used to wrap everyday objects, such as a bento box to carry around, or even gifts. The specific technique she'll be showing you is Otsukai Tsutsumi, which Nozomi will kindly pronounce here.
Otsukai Tsutsumi.
Here is an example of the technique, which Rhiannon will be showing you step by step how to recreate.
So today I'm going to show you all how to make this basic furoshiki wrapping method. Before we get started, I wanted to share that I am using, this is our large furoshiki, it's linen, it's 25 by 25 inch square. We also have a smaller size that's 20 inches by 20 inches that can be used for wrapping smaller objects. We're going to be wrapping this is about 6 by 6 inches. It's one of our porcelain trays, and I also have some greenery here that is totally optional that we are going to add at the end. I also wanted to share the traditional Japanese furoshiki cloth is a cotton print. This is from Japan. This is an unfinished piece of fabric, so you can see the edge. It's a raw edge and it's fraying there. You can use any sort of cloth that you have available, but I do recommend using something that does have a finished hem, just especially if you're giving this as a gift, the gift recipient can reuse it, because if you do just cut fabric, it will fray after use and after washing like this. Okay, so the furoshiki is quite large, so I'm just going to show you the areas that I'm wrapping. Okay, and I'm going to set the object that I'm wrapping at the corner like so. And then we're not using any tape or glue. You are just going to fold and hold tightly for every step. And there's no wrong or right way. The goal is to make it as clean and symmetrical as possible, but you will probably have to adjust based on whatever you're wrapping. So I am just going to continue to fold this because this object is much smaller than the furoshiki, so I can wrap this a few times. So I'm just going to roll this all the way to the other corner. I'm trying to keep the fabric tight and keep this as centered as possible. And then when you get to the end, you're going to have this little corner hanging off, and that's okay. And I'm just going to flip it back over, and it's going to be this long rectangular piece. So the trick with wrapping, what I've found, for fabric or paper, you want to keep your corners really sharp. So before I'm going to tie, you want to pinch and fold. You want to pinch and fold at the corners, like so. And then because this is a much larger cloth, I'm going to try to fold it in as much as possible to keep my tie narrow. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side while holding. It's a little tricky holding everything all at the same time and keeping it tight. Okay. And then once you have both sides, you can start to pull up the ties, and this is where you can kind of check your corners are okay, everything's tight, leaving that middle flap like so. And then all you're going to do is do 2 ties. So first tie, and at this point you could add your greenery in the middle of the tie. I've seen it done that way, or you can also tuck it in at the end, which we'll do. And just making sure everything is even. And then because this is also a much larger furoshiki than the object I'm wrapping, I'm going to have fairly large ties. If you have a smaller tie, that's okay. It's really just preference and what you have available. So there, I just did the second knot. Just gonna clean up the bow, and there it is. You can also, if you prefer, if you don't like this hanging over, you can just tuck it in and try to have it line up with the edge if you prefer a cleaner look. And then now we can add a little greenery. Again, completely optional, but please do use something that is probably already dried or will dry nicely. You don't want to use something that's just going to get all over your gift or your fabric. So I'm just going to tuck under the knot just to add a little green. And then I'll also bring out, here's the original. As you can see, this one has the flap. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We would like to do more furoshiki wrapping techniques. Maybe we can do some sort of library so that you can look up different, if you have different types of packages that you want to wrap, the different methods that you can use. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more content like this. Thank you.